Hello, my dear students. We will start Chapter 9, Lesson 1. What is energy? Energy is the ability to make something move or change. The ability to make something move or change. So in order to move something or change it, you need energy. For example, you need energy to play. You need energy to jump. You need energy to study and do homeworks. You need energy to do work, and without energy, you'll feel tired and you'll not be able to do anything. To get the energy that you need to do the activities, you need to eat food because food gives us the energy. Also, cars, buses, trucks, they need energy to move. They get the energy from gasoline. Gasoline gives the car the energy it needs to move. The main source of energy on Earth is the sun. The sun gives us light and heat energy. But these are not the only forms of energy. Beside light and heat, we have sound energy, electrical energy, potential energy, kinetic, and chemical energy. Let's start with the first one, light energy. Light energy is the energy that allows you to see. Without the light, we'll not be able to see anything. Sun gives us light energy, but it's not the only source of it. We have lamps, we have fire, and candles. Also, light travels in straight lines. As you can see in this picture, it travels only in straight lines. And in this one, we have two tubes. One is straight and the other one has curve. In this one, the light can get and pass through it. Why? Because it's straight and the light travels in straight lines. While the other one, the light stops here. Why? Because the light travels again only in straight lines. It cannot turn around. So it stops here. Heat energy. What is heat energy? Heat energy is the energy that makes things warm. It's the energy that warms objects. We get heat energy from the sun. The sun warms up the land, the water, the air, but it's not the only source of heat energy. Also, we can get heat energy from fuels like coal, wood, and gas. When we burn coal, we get heat energy. When we burn wood, we get heat energy. And when we burn gas, we also get heat energy. Now, heat energy moves from warmer objects to cooler objects. For example, when you touch a hot cup of coffee, heat moves from the cup to your hand. That's why you feel it. You feel the heat in your hand because heat moves from the cup to your hand. And because the heat moves, we use heat to cook our food. Because heat moves from the fire to the pot, and when the pot becomes warm, it moves from the pot to the food, and the food will be cooked. We also use heat to warm our homes. Because heat moves, it moves from the heater here to the air. This is the warmer object, and the air is the cooler one. So it moves from the heater to the air, and the air will be warm. Another energy is sound energy. It is the energy that you can hear. You can hear my sound now. It's an energy. And sound is produced when an object vibrates. When the object vibrates, it produces sound. Let's see how. This is a ruler. So the ruler is producing a sound, and you can see the vibrations. See? These are vibrations. Now let's see another thing. This is tuning fork. and this is rubber pad. Now you cannot always see the vibrations, so by using these balls or this one only, we'll see how the tuning fork is vibrating when it produces sound. So now the tuning fork is producing a sound, but we cannot see the vibrations. But it's actually vibrating right now. Let's see. See? The ball is moving because the fork is vibrating. So the sound is produced when the object vibrates. Sounds travel only through matter, through solid like wood, through liquid like water, through gas like air. So sounds need matter to travel. Without matter, sound cannot travel. It doesn't travel through empty space. It travels only through matter. Electrical energy. Electrical energy is energy that moves through wires, which is electricity. We use it to make the TV work, or the washing machine, or the fridge. We use it to light our homes. We use it to charge our phones. So it's a very important energy. Kinetic energy or kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. What does that mean? It means that any moving object has kinetic energy. For example, this boy is running, so he has kinetic energy. Even if he was walking, he has kinetic energy because he's moving. It doesn't matter what the movement is. Anything moves has kinetic energy. This bird is flying, so it has kinetic energy. This car is moving, so it has kinetic energy. So any moving object has kinetic energy. Flying, swimming, running, walking, any movement, it has kinetic energy. Now, the faster the object moves, the more kinetic energy it has. So when the object moves faster, that means more kinetic energy. When it moves slower, it means less kinetic energy. Potential energy. Potential energy is stored energy. It's an energy the object gains because of its position. For example, this girl is holding a ball away from the ground. So because of the ball position, it has potential energy. Anything you raise up has potential energy. When you move an object up away from the ground, the object gains potential energy. And the higher the object is, the more potential energy it has. Now, potential energy can change into another kind of energy, like kinetic energy. When you raise a ball up, the ball will gain potential energy, as in this one. The girl is holding the ball up, so the ball now has potential energy. When you release the ball will move down. The potential energy in this ball will change into kinetic energy as the ball is moving down, because we said before any moving object has kinetic energy. In this picture, The big ball has potential energy due to its position. It's at the top of the hill, so it has potential energy. When it moves down, this potential energy will change into kinetic energy. In the roller coaster, as the car is moving up, it gains potential energy. And when it becomes at the top here, it has potential energy. When it moves back down again, the potential energy will change into kinetic energy because it's moving. Then the kinetic energy stays till this point. Here, the car will have also potential energy. Then the potential energy will change again into kinetic as it moves. Chemical energy. Chemical energy is also stored energy. But this chemical energy needs a chemical change to be released. So it is stored energy that can be released by a chemical change. You can find chemical energy in fuels like gasoline. Gasoline has chemical energy that is released in the car and it changes into kinetic energy when the car moves. Also, you can find chemical energy in food. When we eat the food, our bodies release this energy into also kinetic energy and we'll be able to move, run, walk to work, and everything we want. Also, batteries have chemical energy. We use batteries for different things like flashlights, toys, remotes. So this chemical energy is released when you use the battery to turn on an object or to move it. It can be changed into light in the flashlight, into sound if you're using the battery for radio or something. So it changes into other kinds of energy depending on what are you using the battery for. So this is the end of our lesson. If you have any question or if you need anything, just tell me.